Lesson 7.7, Distributive Property. In today's lesson, you're going to learn about the distributive property, how to evaluate expressions, how to generate equivalent expressions, and how to factor an expression. The distributive property pretty much states that if you were to break a number up into its parts and multiply each individual part with a number, it should give you the same result as what you would get when you do just your normal type of multiplication. Factoring the expression is when you get numeric or algebraic expressions and you write them as a product of their factors. And I'll elaborate a bit more on that pretty soon. And here's an example of what it means to distribute. If you look at the side that says numbers, you'll notice that they're distributing rather than doing, parentheses 7 plus 4 and then multiply by 2. They're distributing that 2 amongst the 7 and the 4. So it's like you're doing 2 times 7 plus 2 times 4. It would be the same algebraically. If you look on the right, it's like saying A times B, and then you would add that to A times C. Now in example 1, you're going to see that we're splitting the second factor. Rather than doing 4 1/3 all combined times 9, you're doing it 9 times 4 and 9 times 1/3. Once you solve each of those answers and you add them up, it should equal the same thing, which is 39, as if you would have just done 9 times 4 1/3. Now in example 2, you're going to see that we are going to distribute the 2 with everything that's inside that parentheses. So you would do 2 times x. Now we can't actually solve that because we don't know what x is, so you would just leave it as 2x. And 2 times 3 would be 6. And the plus sign remains untouched. And in the final example, they're talking about earrings and bracelets that Fran is making for 4 friends. Now, if you read it very carefully, and you can pause at any time to do so, you will see that you end up with 4 times 4.5 plus 13. Or you can break it up with the distributive property, and you end up with 4 times 4.5 plus 4 times 13. Regardless of which approach you take, you should end up with 70 centimeters. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.